Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Glad to see all of you. Hopefully you're all well and staying as happy as you can, and we'll just share this little space of happiness and makeup and the diversion away from everything else that's going on. I've been wanting to do a video with my Laura Mercier makeup because I really like it. And I have her eyeshadow palette. I've really only tried it once, so I'm anxious to do another look with it. So I'm going to share that all with you today. I've already done my foundation, and I use the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation, and I'm in the color 2N1 Cashew. So I used that. I meant to use the primer as well, and I forgot. I used the Milk primer that I got in my BoxyCharm box. I was trying to figure out which box it came from. So I used that instead, unfortunately. And as soon as I started my foundation, I thought, oh no, you dork. So anyway, so I didn't use that, but I did use the foundation. And I used the Milk makeup. I got a little mini in one of the Sephora kits that I got during their sale. So I wanted to try that out. So I put the bronzer on. I don't have any blush on, believe it or not. This is just my rosacea showing through. And I don't know if I'll try and, put some concealer on that or not. I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. But I don't have any concealer on at all, and no base on my eyelids. So, and I did use my lippy balm. I like to use that before I start makeup, and then it kind of soaks in and softens my lips, and then I can put my lipstick on. So here we go. We're going to try the palette, and this is the Extreme Neutrals shadow palette by Laura Mercier. And let me give you a look at those colors. They're beautiful, and I think I'm gonna go for those kind of lilac purpley colors because it'll kind of match with what I'm wearing a little bit. So I'm excited. What have you all been up to? Hopefully all good things. I don't know if where you are they're starting to open up at all, but we are going to be shortly here in Illinois. And I'm just, I forgot my eyeshadow base. Oh! I'm like a little disorganized, I guess, this morning. So let me try my eyeshadow base on here, and then we'll do the eyeshadow. And I just like to blend it in with my finger. There we go. I'm gonna lift up my mirror a little bit here. I feel like I'm looking away from you. Oh, and I don't know if I said that I did my eyebrows already. I'm sure you could tell. I use a combination of Anastasia. I use the powder, and I use the Hourglass pencil, the micro pencil, and I use the Hourglass setting gel, brow gel. So got the two of those going on. All right, I'm gonna use, let's see if I can hold this up, this lighter color just kind of all over my eye. Lately I've been finding I'm able to blend a little bit better that way. I don't know, it could be just me. But it just kind of gives a little bit of a base there, I feel. And I didn't put any concealer underneath just in case I had some fallout or whatever. Yeah, so there you go. And then I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go right here for my transition. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll try this one in between the lilacs. It's kind of like a grayish tone. And I'm just using my fluffy E40 brush from Sigma. I kind of use that just as either a buffing brush or like just to put some large amount of eyeshadow down, like for the transition. Goes a little bit quicker and I can blend it out. I don't know. That's just what I do. So it's supposed to rain here today. So I don't know if I'll be working in the garden today. Had a busy day at work yesterday, so I didn't do much gardening. I did water because I have some new plants. I want to make sure they get their moisture so they can grow well. Planted some vegetables this year. I'm very excited about that. See how that turns out. All right. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with the light one all over my lid. I'm gonna get a little bit smaller brush for that, if I can find it. Here we go. So this is the Sigma E45. That's what I'm going to use for that. So yeah, I've been excited to get back into my gardening. Last couple years I didn't do too much because my knees were really bad. But last year, just over a year now, I had a knee replacement, my right knee. So I'm feeling much better. It still gets a little sore, you know, and I'm a little out of shape, especially since I haven't been able to go to the gym. So that's not very cool, but what are you gonna do, right? And so we've got that down. I think that's a pretty color. I might build it up a little bit more. Her shadows are nice and easy to blend. They go on nice, and really there's not much fallout at all, even on the pans, you know, so that's good. All right, so now I'm going to go into this darker kind of sparkly one, and we'll concentrate more on the outer corners with that. So in Illinois here on the 11th, they open up hospitals and surgery centers to do elective procedures. So we've been getting a little bit busier. I work at a surgery center. Yesterday was kind of busy, which is good and bad. It seems like we work harder and a little bit slower just because of all the different precautions we have to put into place. And everybody's still, you know, mostly patients. I mean, as far as staff, I think we've gotten used to it, but people are still kind of on edge, you know, worried, which is understandable. But I think all we can do is the best that we can, and then you know, a lot of this is still new to everybody, you know, in healthcare even. I mean, we don't know, you know, if people who've had it are going to have immunity, how long they will have immunity. Is this thing going to mutate, and so whatever vaccine that we finally end up with won't work? Who knows? It's all like up for grabs. I'm trying to stay positive though. And I have to say, playing with my makeup does kind of help give me a little escape from all of that. And yeah. All right, I think we need a little bit more darkening up in the outer corners there. So let's see. Where do I want to go with that? Maybe I'll go into, where am I? All right, so I did, this is my transition, and then right above it, if I had this right side up, is a little bit darker version. So I think I'll go with that. See how that does. And we're just gonna tap it into that inner, or outer, I should say, corner. Bring it up a little bit on the fleshy spot for my lovely hooded eyes. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. Yeah, not too bad. We'll do the same over here. And not only do I have hooded eyes, I have small sockets. But we work with what we got, right? That's kind of cool, huh? All right, I like it. I like it, like it, like it. I want to put a little highlight the arch of my brow. And I think I'm actually gonna go into that little pinky shade that I used for like all over. And I'll just bring that in a little bit here. I don't know, it's not working as a highlight much. Let me try, there's this more white one on the end here. I'm gonna try that. A little bit better, not much. I can't wait for the salons to open up so that I can go to the girl who waxes my brows, because they're a mess. Obviously, I can't do a good job of them myself. But, so yeah. So I'm going to put the shadow down for a moment. And I am going to do... I can't see where I want to go. I'm going to do my concealer. And I kind of just put it to the sides a little bit. And I do like to use my fingers to kind of pat them in. And it just gets into the areas that I need the concealer the most. And then I can lightly tap underneath my eye. The less you can put underneath there when you've got mature skin like I do, the less like creasing and wrinkling that's going to show up. I mean, obviously you're still going to have your wrinkles, but if you put a whole bunch of product on top of it, and especially if you powder it underneath the eyes, it's gonna look cakey and wrinkly and broken up, and it just doesn't look good. So less is more, I find. So that looks good. And I think we might add a little bit of concealer to mask some of this redness I've got going on. A little bit there. And these are fuller areas on me, so I don't mind. I need a better mirror. Can't look into the camera. I don't mind putting a little bit more product. And I do kind of want to use her Laura Mercier's blush that I have. So if I can tone down my redness a little bit, maybe it'll show up better. You know? I really should have probably today put a little color corrector on there, but I guess I wasn't thinking. And sometimes in my makeup mirror in my vanity, it looks different than it does like here. Don't know why. It just is. And I still have these little baggies here. I'll try a little bit more concealer. See if I can brighten that up a little bit. Well, that helped a little. The other side's not quite so bad. All right. Well, that's pretty good. I feel like my eyeshadow needs a little bit more blending. I'm feeling it. I'm going to take my big fluffy brush. Just feels really fat up there. I don't want to look more tired than I already am. Oh. All right. I did not sleep good last night. I don't know why. Just did not. It was warm here. I don't know if it's warm by where you are, but we've been having some warm weather. And I'm going to take some shadow, put underneath here. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to do this lighter color, the lighter lilac-y kind of color. I wonder if, oh, it does have the names. I wonder if I can figure this out. I never know how to look at it when you look upside down and then you look back in the tray. It's like, okay, what? Wait, what? What color was that? Is it the one below or the one above? Okay. So I brought that light lilac in the inner there. And I'm going to go with the darker one, outer side here. I just shoved an eyelash in my eye. And this is the Sigma eye shading brush E55. I feel like when I bring shadow down along the edge of the lower lid, it kind of opens my eyes up a little bit more. I don't know if you all feel that way too, but I think it does. And then we'll go a little bit darker. Really close here. There we go. Ooh. I'm kind of liking this. Ooh, I got a little heavy-handed there. Oops. Blend it up. Wow. Hate it when that happens. We'll just even it out on the other side. Might as well have them both looking a little dark. Okay. Not too bad. I do kind of feel like I did get a little too low. So I'm gonna use some concealer, and then I've got a brush, it's an Edge Precision brush from Sigma. It is P87, and you can see it has kind of like a triangle shape, so it really helps you to kind of make a nice edge there, especially if you get a little bit lower than what you really wanted to. That's a little better. All right. And then I'm gonna do some eyeliner. I'm using Chanel eyeliner, and it's a waterproof. The color is marine, so it's like kind of a blue color. I don't have any Laura Mercier eyeliners yet. Actually, I'll add that to my collection. I do like the Chanel, these Chanel retractable liners. They are nice. And then I usually will go ahead and use angled brush. This is the small angle Sigma E65. So I'll use that to kind of even out the liner, and then I kind of bring it out a little bit, just a very slight wing. But otherwise I'm just kind of touching it up and making sure it's all covered in there real well. Man, I'm getting kind of a hoarse voice looking there thing going on here. And oops, covered my face. Why do I always do that? I don't know. I have a hard time. I'm sure everybody's the same. I'm right-handed, so I'm trying to use my right hand on my left eye